Jump into 6102. What happened? Uh-oh. Pleb Poet's coming over here giving us shots. Is that what you're doing?
She's
I'll take a
liquoring
shot.
us up.
Yeah, I'll take one. It's been a while. We're about to get into it. So I found this 6102 Bitcoin post on Stacker.News. So I've been doing the SNL DVD.
Oh, right. You're going back.
So I have to go back to like some of these things. And where is it at? Oh, it's over here. So I've had to go back and like look at some of these old clips, and we'll get into the DVD later. But what's interesting about this particular post is when I went back and looked at the SNL DVD and I was watching it, got to fix 2 edits on it. But the interesting thing is like this post came up because we were covering this like whatever year this was.
Really?
Yeah. And when I went to go click on it, it doesn't exist anymore. The website doesn't exist anymore. The Twitter account doesn't exist anymore.
Oh.
Even the podcast that it's attached to doesn't exist
It
anymore.
had a podcast?
Yeah.
Wow.
So it just kind of shows that like Stacker.News has a lot of old, really valuable posts. And this just goes back to what Car was saying for the longest time on this podcast. We should have like a section on Stacker.News. Maybe it's a territory that's just like a treasure trove.
We do that. We do the daily like the this day on Stacker.News, which covers like the top posts every 4 years.
Yeah, but I think there should be like a
discovery page.
Yeah, just like of like the very high quality like stuff that just like a high quality post. This should be in one of them, but at this point the site's down. Anyway, I was able to pull the Wayback Machine, but that's I think after today it's probably going to be pulled. So get it while you still can.
Do you think it was pulled by the government?
But Spidey Sense tells me it's going to be pulled because this kind of just shows everything of what's going on.
Okay.
Anyway, Pleb Poet's about to give us some shots. But before I should mention this is 6102. Topher, do you want to explain what a 6102 is and where that comes from in Bitcoin?
6102 is the famous executive order that was issued by Richard Nixon to seize all of the gold.
All of the Bitcoin?
Oh, well, not yet. But
you think it'll be the same number? 6121 maybe.
Yeah, they need to do it like Nostr does. Like you got like maybe 6103 or
they'll just increment it?
Yeah, 26102.
Okay. Yeah, then
can I get another one?
You could see there's a history. That's kind of
so what's
6102 squared?
Oh.
So what's interesting about this? What's interesting about this is like everything that has been on this page has come exactly true, basically. And so for the past 3-4 years, since I think this came out in 2020, to be honest with you, and since 2020, for the past 5 years, this has come exactly to fruition. And the more you dive deeper into it, the more you realize that we're boiling the frog here. And so the reason I want to bring this up is because it's important to everything that's going on with 230. What's going on with the USDT, what's going on with all the stuff that we're seeing that's happening in the White House, what's going on with all the other stuff that's happening in the world. And it's just a timely post. And I think definitely Charlie Kirk stuff is really fascinating that's going on with that. So I think it's just people that listen to Stacker.News, people that listen to Stacker.News Live, people that are the stackers. I'm sharing this today because I think it's very valuable that you know this exists. And so it's for y'all. It's not for anybody else. No one else cares because they listen to other podcasts and they listen to other stuff. And so this is not for them. Anyways, with all that being said, the first point is how could a 6102 attack on Bitcoin look like? The first one is capture Bitcoin on and off ramps. So they're going to increase regulatory requirements. You're going to see that. And that's already, I would say they've done that. That's done. They're going to increase KYC verification. Complete. Also complete. I wish I could just go there with a check mark. Complete. They're going to increase use of chain surveillance. So this one, Topher, what do you think? Is that complete yet? Or do you think that's still ongoing?
So I don't know. Because they have like companies like Chainalysis, but they're terrible at their jobs. And people think of Chainalysis as like reading the blockchain.
Yeah.
But I think it's more than that. I think like you can't just read the blockchain. You kind of have to be at where the payment processing is happening. So you want to be an exchange. You want to maybe be a Lightning node that's processing a lot of payments.
You need to be incestuous with the Lightning network, basically, or with the Bitcoin exchanges.
I think you have to run like an actual Bitcoin exchange service. So like you're at the source.
Or if an exchange is using your service, you are collecting that data, like a social media company collects a bunch of data on its users, and it's just like that data's mine.
Yeah,
that's kind of what they're.
So I guess what's I think it's safe to say, Pleb Spidey Sense here, Car saying this, is that it's safe to say there's probably companies amongst other Bitcoin companies that are doing some type of chain surveillance.
Oh yeah,
this is just
they're all doing it.
This is just war gaming. This is just Car war gaming
it out.
Exchange. This is just
chain surveillance.
This is just Car war gaming it out. Don't get offended. Increasing ISP surveillance, so identify Bitcoiners based on internet usage, likely ongoing globally. What do you guys think about that? Increasing ISP surveillance?
No, yeah, we've talked about several posts about that have been covered by 0x1 BTC, I think, or something like that. But it's called Linking Lion if you want to look into it. But it's like someone who on the Bitcoin peer-to-peer network is just like connecting to like people and then disconnecting. He's basically just trying to probe kind of the network and get a view of it, but that's definitely happening too.
Yeah, so I think this is another one where it's checkbox. The next one is uncover peer-to-peer exchange surveillance. What do you guys think about that one? Do you think that's happening, or you think that's right back in 2020? This was possibly ongoing.
I believe so. I'd do it if I were.
Well, define peer-to-peer exchange.
BISC, RoboSats, Peach.
So they're basically saying there's probably already these services amongst us that are doing peer-to-peer exchange surveillance for basically the state, that are posing as these kind of honeypots, basically.
Well, man, that's tough, because first there's the capability. Do they have the capability to surveil? And then are they actually surveilling?
Yeah. So it's undercover peer-to-peer exchange surveillance. I think this is possibly ongoing. My Pleb Spidey Sense tells me this is possibly ongoing. Obviously, I'm not going to point any fingers or anything like that. I'm just going to say I think it's ongoing based off of my vibes.
So I know that RoboSats has like a arbitration service. I don't know enough about it to know if they have like what their surveillance capabilities are.
Well, no, it's not them monitoring. It's that people are joining these peer-to-peer exchanges and posing as traders, but they're mostly just trying to gather data. So it doesn't even involve RoboSats or Vexel or Peach like in the loop necessarily. It's primarily just you join as an average customer or user, but you're mostly there to just like get as much information as you possibly can in your trades, you know?
Yeah, but when you're developing these platforms, you know like what information is public and what information is not. And so there's already the expectation, anybody using a platform, that all of their offers are going to be public and that anybody can scrape those offers.
Yeah.
The question is like, can they actually monitor the trades? And so if you are monitoring the trades because you're a part of the trade, that's not scalable. I mean, you can only do one at a time if you're the trader and that's how you're monitoring. So like you want to get in on the platform and monitor it from a platform level.
For sure.
Which I don't know. And I think RoboSats could do it because they're like a partner in every trade because of the arbitration that they have. But then maybe they structured it in a way where they don't know.
Well, they're federated now too. So that's another, at least it's somewhat fractured, whatever.
But it's the thing like with Phoenix, if I use Phoenix for all my liquidity and I pay everybody through Phoenix and then everybody else uses Phoenix, and Phoenix sees everything that's going on.
If the services themselves are compromised, that's like another issue. But I think this is speaking to just being a buyer or a seller, being a market participant, and monitoring that way.
This is possibly ongoing. I'm just going to leave it as possibly ongoing. Mining regulation. So this was another one. Mandatory KYC licenses, whitelists. I don't think this has happened yet, right?
No, this hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, so we haven't gotten this yet.
Not mandatory.
Yeah.
Well,
actually, do opt in. publicly
Didn't we have a
traded.
story not too long ago where so many mining pools were using the template from Ant Pool? They were using the same template, and then B, like somebody did some research where they saw like that there were certain transactions that were on an OFAC list, and they were looking at like which miners included those in their block templates, and Ant Pool did not. And so then by extension, people that used Ant Pool's templates did not include these. Now it's not effective because Bitcoin mining is still decentralized enough that, just one play, even a large player can't like prevent you from getting your transaction on chain. But like, I don't know, it's not overt, but there is something going on with like OFAC behind the scenes, and it is overt with Ethereum. Like Ethereum has like OFAC compliance.
Oh yeah,
It's like already a
100%.
thing.
Yeah.
So
this is maybe hypothetical.
yeah, I would be worried about it. I'd be worried about this more than anything
I
else.
feel like somebody should redo this website and then like do like a slider. Next one is restrict access to Bitcoin. So this is number 2, decreasing withdrawal limits. So dramatically increase time taking withdrawal from exchange. We've already seen this. I think this is complete checkbox, I would say, unless you guys disagree. We see so many Stacker.News posts all the time from, I can't withdraw.
Yeah.
So I think this is checkbox.
Yeah. I don't know about the globe. I mean, in the United States, it's like if you're on a custodial exchange,
but that's going to
you
change.
are KYC.
That's going to change soon once we
already.
get stable coins rolled out. You're going to see that you're going to see that globally now next. So you're not going to be able to withdraw to a stable coin.
Certainly most places in the globe, as far as I understand, require KYC they like adopt. There's a global body that kind of sets standards. I believe it's called.
This is why stable coins won't scale personally is because of this kind of stuff. They're just going to turn off your wallet.
I think it's FATF. There's a global body that sets these kind of financial standards, and if any country is following those financial standards, which is like part of what you need to do to participate in a global financial economy,
sure,
then you are KYCing anyone in a custodial context.
So the other one is closing accounts. Boot users who are suspected of using Bitcoin for products, services that are not mainstream. Do we see that yet? I don't know if we see that yet.
Boot users who are suspected of using. I mean, I think
it's on a case-by-case basis, I feel like.
You get that a little bit with like a tainted address, getting somehow you being in a custody chain.
Yeah.
With a tainted address. But
okay. So maybe that's a maybe there. No withdrawal option. We haven't seen that yet. But we do see that with Robinhood, Revolut, and PayPal. You can't withdraw yet.
You can't no.
Or can you withdraw?
I think Robinhood allows you to withdraw Bitcoin.
Okay, so this has changed. So maybe it's just Revolut and PayPal.
Possibly even PayPal too. I think most of that was like technical lag, or they just weren't prioritizing it.
So withdrawal options there. User confirmed addresses. So require users to confirm withdrawals are to their own addresses.
Yeah, that definitely happened. That might have been. This might have been written around the time that law emerged, the like travel rule law in Europe emerged, where you have to basically dox your
address,
your off-chain or your off-exchange wallet.
User verified addresses. There you go there. And then let's go on to bans on self-custody. We're seeing them try this now. I don't know if you guys remember that, but we're seeing them try to ban self-custody. But I don't think that's going to go through.
Yeah, that'd be hard. That'd be hard.
So this is where it gets to number 3. So basically, number 1, all of it has been done. Number 2, some of it has been done. They're not quite complete with number 2. Is basically what I'm saying is like this whole war game 6102. It's already complete. Number 1. Number 2 hasn't been fully complete yet. And number 3, we're not there yet. Thank God. But maybe by the end of the decade. So number 3 is these could be automatically taken from custodial wallets. So basically, this is where it comes back to Bitcoin already held by Bitcoiners. Users of self-custody would be told to disclose all XPubs and manually send the coins each year. Topher, you ready to send back your Bitcoin? Possibly rewards for anonymous tip-offs, which lead to recovery of Bitcoin from non-compliant individuals. Ready to be compliant, Topher? A yearly tax for your Bitcoin holdings. Unrealized capital gains. They actually tried this already.
I think it was on all assets, but yeah.
Bitcoin wealth tax. I think this is definitely going to happen.
These are all kind of the same. They're kind of using the same word. There is like different terms for the same thing.
And then a full 6102 government decrees that you have to surrender a percentage of all your Bitcoin, similar to the gold's executive order. So the conclusions to all this, stackers, if you're still listening, get your coins off the exchange, no KYC, user privacy improving tools. And yeah, once they put a gun to you, I don't think, and they use that, what's that they use that thought, what is that thought police app that we were talking about earlier? Once they do that, we're done for. Keyan?
What
do you think about this?
I think, yeah, this war game is, I don't like it. I mean, I like the, the layout is I think helpful, that you can kind of get through the full escalation, and it all seems pretty like common sense to me. And so that's pretty cool. I don't like the fact that it might happen. That's my high level thoughts on it. Hopefully that's satisfactory.
Topher, what do you think about all this?
Wargaming. I mean, you should be thinking about this all the time. As a Bitcoiner, this is all you think about day one.
Oh yeah. You wake up in the morning, this is like your homepage on your computer.
Yeah.
And you just read through it. And then you read
this
through.
Is no longer on the internet anymore, so.
Yeah, but you go through you've downloaded it already as a Bitcoiner. You wrote your own version. How it's going to happen to you.
Well, a lot of this is just dealing with exchanges. So you just don't deal with exchanges, and a lot of this doesn't apply to you.
Anyways, stackers, you've been warned.